Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for our wish list for Moana 2.
Can I get a chee-hoo?
Number 10. Gramma Tala's Spirit. Gramma Tala may be the soul of Moana. She helps her granddaughter find her inner fire.
The village may think I'm crazy or say that I drift too far, but once you know what you like, well, there you are.
She's got that carefree, wild spirit the village might call crazy, but honestly, she was always just living her best, uninhibited life. Gramma Tala gives Moana the push to really listen to the ocean's call, and realizes that it comes from inside of her through her strong-heartedness.
Restore the heart of Te Fiti. I was there that day. The ocean chose you.
Even after she passes, her spirit stays with Moana as a source of wisdom and courage. Did you catch her cameo in the new trailer? We hope this means she's back to fulfill her role as Moana's spiritual guide, reminding her to look within herself once more to find that incredible strength.
I will carry you here in my heart. You remind me that come what may, I know the way.
Number 9. More of Maui's magical transformations. Speaking of Gramma Tala, she opens Moana with an epic story about Maui in the heart of Te Fiti.
A shapeshifter who could change form with the power of his magical fish hook. And his name was Maui.
If only it hadn't scared so many kids to tears, perhaps we could have learned more about Maui's backstory and what he was doing during his hermit years. Here's hoping the sequel elaborates more on the demigod's past.
Somehow, I was found by the gods. They gave me the hook. They made me Maui.
We're also super eager to see more of Maui's interactions with his tattoos, but most of all, we're excited for more animalistic transformations.
Be ready to switch it up. This is serious!
Is something distracting you?
Those were some of the funniest moments, especially when they hilariously backfired. We can't wait to see what creatures he turns into this time. Maybe we'll spot a Disney wildlife friend. Looking at you, Sven.
Giant hawk, coming up!
Number 8. Environmental conservation. In Moana, the themes of environmental destruction and our roles in both causing and fixing it runs through the story like a strong current.
Her heart held the greatest power ever known. It could create life itself. And Te Fiti shared it with the world.
The film teaches us to respect and nurture our environment, beautifully shown through Te Fiti and her alter ego Te Ka. Now, about 8 years later, climate change is still a serious issue, and many warnings seem to go unheard.
Chasing away our fish, draining the life from island after island, until every one of us is devoured by the bloodthirsty jaws of inescapable death.
We're hopeful that Moana 2 will explore Moana's connection with the ocean more deeply and the importance of the human-nature relationship. After all, the first film showed how trying to override nature drove the islands apart. This sequel is about bringing them back together, and hopefully it will promote a sustainable environment for all.
What I did was wrong. I have no excuse. I'm sorry.
Number 7. Some new Voyagers. We're excited to reunite with some of the original crew.
Maui?
Boat snack! Oh! Boat snack upgrade! Bacon and eggs? Why didn't you bring the pig last time?
With a little sister now in the picture, Moana's parents and neighbors might get more time in the spotlight too.
Little sis!
Fix it! You were gone forever.
It was 3 days.
This new tale reportedly takes place 3 years after we last left Motunui. Moana answers a call from her ancestors and sets out to save the people of another island, who are imprisoned by a curse from the god Nalo. She assembles a new crew for this adventure, and after her last journey with Maui, we can't wait to see how they help and challenge her. A larger crew will surely bring a tidal wave of fun to the story.
I'm gonna need a crew.
Sweet!
A farmer on the sea.
Yes! I'm going with Moana!
Number 6. Expanding on Polynesian mythology. In the first film, we're introduced to Te Fiti, the goddess of nature, who represents a group of Polynesian deities that care for our planet.
In the beginning, there was only ocean. Until the mother island emerged, Te Fiti.
We also meet Maui, a demigod based on legendary tales. The sequel will introduce new gods like Nalo, who, as we said, brings a curse to the island of Motufetu, and Matangi, the goddess of the underworld. While we're eager to get to know these new gods, we don't think Te Fiti's story should be over yet either.
Humor could never break my curse.
Now I kind of miss the lava monster.
In mythology, Maui meets his fate at the hands of the goddess of death. Although Disney will likely avoid that tale, still they could celebrate Polynesian culture and traditions through these deities and their stories.
Our ancestors wanted to connect our island to all the people of the entire ocean. It's my job as a wayfinder to finish what they started.
Number 5. The Roots of Motunui. Moana touched upon the history of Motunui with the opening tale about Maui. We learn how his actions changed the tides for nearby islands.
We tried.
The windward side?
And the leeward side, the shallows, the channel. We've tried the whole lagoon. They're just gone.
However, Moana's core identity remains linked to her people's history as wayfinding voyagers. One of her father's biggest fears was losing his daughter, like he lost some of his people to the vast ocean. But what really happened to them? What if they're still out there? Are there other islands with similar tales?
Away, away, we keep our island in our mind. And when it's time to find home, we know the way.
Moana showed she's a natural-born leader, and we believe her leadership significantly shaped her island's culture. This movie offers a chance to see how the past and present come together in a rich tapestry of stories.
We are explorers reading every sign. We tell the stories of our elders in a never-ending chain.
Number 4. Throwbacks to the original and Easter eggs. One of our favorite aspects of the modern Disney universe is how it interconnects with cleverly placed Easter eggs.
Can we be real? If my name was Sebastian and I had a cool Jamaican accent, you'd totally help me. You would, you know you would.
We mentioned Sven earlier, and he's not the only Frozen character to make an appearance. Olaf, is that you?
Oh, look at that. I've been impaled.
We also spotted Genie's lamp, a quick cameo from Flounder, and of course classic Mickey Mouse, among other surprises. Since this is a sequel, we expect some throwbacks to the original movie. The trailer hints at how the story links back to the first film.
Wanna show our people just how far we'll go.
Plus, we're curious to see how much Moana influenced those around her. For starters, is that a new tattoo on Maui? We can't wait to see Moana's little sister inherit her love for the ocean either.
The ocean connects us. There is nowhere I could go that I won't be with you.
So you can take a piece from home.
Number 3. Digging deeper and expanding on Polynesian cultures. Did you know that while Motunui is a fictional island, it's inspired by real places like Hawaii, Samoa, Tonga, and Tahiti?
The village believes in us. The village believes. The island gives us what we need.
Some even believe that the story takes place during the Long Pause, a mysterious time in Polynesian history when voyaging just stopped. The original movie offers a creative explanation, ending with the islanders getting back to their sea adventures.
Monsters lurked and boats stopped coming back. To protect our people, the ancient chiefs forbid voyaging. And now we have forgotten who we are.
Now that they're back on the open ocean, it's the perfect time to explore even more Polynesian cultures. Disney has done such an amazing job showcasing diverse traditions in movies like Coco, Encanto, Turning Red, and Luca. Here's hoping Moana 2 brings that same magic to life.
I love that Moana still has this impact, and I think that audiences are in for something incredibly special.
Number 2. New Adventures. Based on the trailer, Moana is taking her mission to new depths, aiming to use the ocean to connect distant communities.
This is a call from the ancestors.
It
hidden in a terrible storm. It's an ancient island. Setting foot on its sands would break the curse, bring our people together again.
But it's clear the journey won't be smooth sailing. We catch glimpses of new challengers like Matangi, a mysterious character who definitely has us intrigued.
It'll be harder than anything we faced before.
If you try to reconnect the people of the ocean, you will be destroyed!
Plus, some old nemesis are back, like the creepy Kakamora. Also this time, Moana's crew is much larger than just her, Maui, and Heihei, and that's a whole other group dynamic we can't wait to get into.
You're gonna love it.
I don't love anything. I'm gonna eat this chicken!
Needless to say, we see some rough waters up ahead. All this just makes for an exciting premise as she ventures beyond the barrier and into uncharted waters once more.
To be.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Hooking audiences on a tidal wave of island beats. Let's be honest, the Moana soundtrack has no skips, thanks to Lin-Manuel Miranda's genius.
If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
So when we found out that he wouldn't be reuniting with composers Mark Mancina and Opataya Fuai for the sequel, we had our doubts. But with Emily Bear and Abigail Barlow now taking the helm, the new soundtrack can continue honoring the film's Polynesian roots while making its own waves too.
Our music team, Barlow and Bear, have really knocked it out of the park.
We wanted to strike a balance between keeping the music in the world that already exists, but also adding our Barlow and Bear flair.
This Grammy-winning duo from the unofficial Bridgerton musical has some serious talent. With incredible individual and joint credits and a fresh approach, they're one of the most exciting teams in music. We can't wait to hear beyond the trailer snippets and see just how far they'll go to create an unforgettable sound.
You might want to hold on.
What lies beyond of the land.
What are you most hoping to see in Moana 2? Let us know in the comments.
Maui and Moana! Together again!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.